Hey friends, we are here to show what month is this? March? March member exclusive savings challenge. I can't believe it's March. I say that every time. I need to stop saying that. It's probably like so annoying. We haven't done a face-to-face one in a bit, so I decided to do face-to-face. Ignore my messy, frizzy, greasy hair because yes. And I did film a Temu haul, I don't know, a few days ago. I'm probably going to maybe put that up this weekend. I also say ignore my greasy hair. So can you see a trend here? Okay, anyway, let's get into it. So for the month of March, I decided to go with just a spring theme. I did not want to do St. Pat's. Did I do St. Pat? I think I did St. Pat's last month. I literally have the worst memory. Like, my memory is just awful. So scratch that. We already did St. Pat's. So we are going with a spring theme this time. So here is your little packet of stuff. As always, all of the members get the little insert. This just describes how to play the challenge. You know, reminds you to check the freebies link for the little extras and things like that. And before I actually show this, I know I already like kind of showed it on screen. I'm not going to answer any membership questions. I've done that a million times. If you have questions about the membership, just, you know, let me know in the comments. You could reach out to me via email, Etsy, anything, Instagram. So if you have any questions, you know, I'm always here to answer them. And if you're not a member, stay tuned till the end because, of course, I have a freebie for you as well. But back to showing the challenge. We're all just kind of like disorganized today. So that's your little insert. And then, as I said, it's a spring theme. So you get this. This is sort of like a tracker card. And this just tells you what this is you need a 6-sided die. If you can't find or don't have a 6-sided die, you could, probably like download an app, like a free app for that. I'm sure. I don't know for sure, but I'm sure. There's everything these days, so I'm guessing. Or you could ask Alexa, I'm sure, probably to roll a die or give you a random number between 1 and 6. So there are ways around it if you can't locate a die or if you don't have one, okay? So this is your little tracker card, and you have 4 different little mini games this month. And so basically you're rolling a die to just decide which game to play. Now you don't have to use this. Of course you could just play the games on your own, but this I thought was just like a little added extra level of fun. And so here's your 4 mini games. Now if you roll a 2 or 5, you're going to roll again because there's only 4 games, okay? And you could see each game here is listed in the little white circle. And then when you finish a game, you could color in the white circle to determine that that one's finished. And then you can know, you know, which numbers you have left. So if you roll a 2, a 5, or one of the ones that is colored in, you would just roll again. Okay. So that's your little tracker card. Again, you can use this or not. I just thought it was a little, you know, extra fun. And then here are your mini games. It's a double-sided cardstock, yeah. And so these are the 4 games. Now you can like cut this if you want down the center and have like 2 and 2 if you want to fit these into an envelope. This is obviously not an A6 size. It's closer to A5, but it's smaller than A5. So this whole card might fit in an A5 envelope. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it, but you can also cut them down as well if you wanted to. So let's go through the games really quickly. So number 1, it says to play Buzzy Day. And get it? Busy, buzzy. And this is Buzzy Day. It reminds you here, number 1. And this is just a standard roll and save. Look how adorable. I cannot. Like, look at this little worm and little bee. I can't. I just can't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 roll and saves. Standard, easy, simple. Number 3 over here is Tweet Tweet. With your little birdies. And that's just a scratch off. Okay, so you just scratch the number and save the amount. Then for number 4 here, you have, what is it? Ribbit Roll, the little froggies. And this is, it says Plinko style. So you're going to roll a 6-sided die 3 times. And then as you roll, you move down here, and then whichever number you land on or roll last, you're going to just save that amount there. Now, this particular one does not have like an end. The roll and save, obviously you would do that 5 times. This, you have 5 scratches. This one doesn't have an end, so you can just kind of play this till whenever you feel like you're done, or you can, you know, once you finish the other 3, then count this done. You know, it's completely up to you however you want to do it. Or you can finish everything, cut this out, and then only use this and just continue to use it. It's small numbers. There are small savings. So, you know, if you just like the cute little froggy theme, obviously you can keep this going. Okay, and then number 6 is Sunny Smiles with your little suns here. This is heads or tails. So under each of these scratch offs, it's going to say heads or tails. Before you scratch it off, you guess, okay? Then if you're correct, you take a guess. Let's say I guess that this is going to be heads, scratch it off. If it is heads, that means I'm correct. I save whatever the green amount is, but if I'm wrong, that's the red square, and I save whatever that amount is. And the amounts are different all the way down. So depending on if you are correct or incorrect, you're going to save, you know, each amount. And you could circle the amount that you save or whatever. Okay, so that's heads or tails. And again, just, it's small. Like each challenge has like 4 to 6 little things. But if you add them all up, you know, that is a little bit of a larger savings. Like the numbers are not big on here at all. The biggest number might be 6. Yeah, I think the biggest number under anything, or, you know, on any like savings section is 6. So you're not going to save a ton, but I always design my challenges that way because I want you to be able to play them fairly quickly in the month and, yeah, not have, you know, have them sticking around too long if you don't want them to. Now, this is cardstock, as I said, so it's not technically reusable once you scratch them off. You may still be able to put additional scratch off stickers over these if you want to try to reuse it. I don't know how well that would work. I've never done that myself, but because they're like clear underneath, it might work just fine. But then this, obviously, you're going to write in it and it's going to be done unless like you white out what you write or whatever. So if you want to reuse this, I guess there are ways around it, but it's obviously not laminated, so it's not technically reusable. Okay, now, so those, that challenge is for any members who are in the Boss Babe tier. If you're in my like super VIP tier, my budgeting besties, you're basically getting the same thing, but an upgraded version, okay? So here is your tracker card for the budgeting besties. You can see it's slightly different because the budgeting besties have 6 different options instead of just 4. And so the first 4 are the same, okay? You're gonna get this same double-sided card, but in addition, you know that with your membership, you get a cutout every month. And so this month, instead of getting 1 cutout, you're getting 2. And here they are. Aren't they so cute? You get your little rain boot with the flowers in it, and then your little spring butterfly. And so, again, the first 4 are the games, but then you have 1 here that says the rain boot scratch off, and then 1 here that says the butterfly scratch off. So that is the only difference between the budgeting besties. You're getting like more to do essentially, and you're getting your adorable little spring cutouts. I love these. These are so cute. So with the budgeting besties tier, because this is a newer tier, you can see it's not always like the promise, right, or the perk is listed as 1 cutout scratch off per month. And like last month it was a larger scratch off and it was 1 cutout. But you can see this month it's 2 different little mini cutouts. So it's always going to be a cutout, but it might vary. It might be 1 large, might be a few minis. You know, it's just going to vary. So the budgeting besties, because that's my top tier, is always going to get, you know, a step up from the Boss Babe. Okay. Now, you know that new for 2026, I did also start making little dashboards. These are available in my freebies link. You can go grab these right now. So if you would like a dashboard for this challenge, here are your dashboards. We have the A5 or the A6 and the A5 size. So you could choose your size. They both print out on the same sheet, and then you can cut them out if you want to laminate them first, whatever. But this is in my freebies link. There is a separate folder. I think it says member dashboards. And this is just called March 2026 dashboard or something like that. So there's your dashboard. It does match your little games and your little tracker here. Okay, so that's that. But if you are not a member, that's okay too, because as always, I have a freebie for you. So this is the freebie for March of 2026. Again, it's available in the freebies link now. I believe I titled it Spring Color Roll and Save or something like that. Some combination of those words, I believe, because there's not really a title to this one. So you might have to like kind of hunt for it a little bit. But this is it. So the first section here, you have your little ladybugs that you would color in. You decide on an amount and save that per ladybug. The flowers, same thing, decide on an amount for the flowers and color them in and save. Then the little birdhouses here are a roll and save. So you would roll, write your number in there and save the amount. And then the bottom with the sun, this is a DIY scratch off, or if you don't have scratch off stickers or don't want to do it as a scratch off, it's just 4 additional roll and save spots. So if you're doing this as a scratch off, the standard scratch off sticker size, the circles, are 1 inch. This is slightly bigger than 1 inch. So write your number in the center, or you could write skip or double. You could write roll a die, whatever you want to do. Write it in the center, and then this circle gives you a guideline of where you're going to put your sticker. Again, it's a little bit bigger, so you're going to have a slight white border on the outside, but that's just so that you can make sure that you fit like your number and your sticker fully inside, okay? So you could do that as a scratch off. If you choose to do that, I would recommend writing in your numbers or whatever first and putting your stickers on before doing anything, and then like, you know, come back to this and play this, because, you know, it might be easy to remember what you put under those, and if you really want it to be a surprise, you might want to print this out immediately, do that, cover them up with the scratch off stickers, and then kind of like forget a little bit. If you're like me, you'll forget in 5 seconds, but maybe you have a great memory. So, or you could have somebody else write the numbers in and then cover them with the stickers so that you don't know. But if you don't want to make these scratch offs, once again, you could just use them as extra roll and save sections. So that is it. It's an 8.5 by 11 full-size sheet, as with all my challenges, or most, but you can shrink it if you want. Now the only thing is, if you shrink this, these are going to shrink, and then the scratch off stickers are going to be larger, so like aren't going to fit in the circle, I should say. So depending on how much you shrink this, the scratch off stickers might cover the full sun instead. So just, you know, keep that in mind. But if you print it just as is, it's a full 8.5 by 11 sheet. Okay. All right. That is it, my friends. I hope you like this month's challenge. Now, today is, what day is it? Thursday, March 12th. These are going to go out today because they are ready. So yeah, they're going out today. I guess that's it. I guess that's all I have to tell you. I hope you enjoy it. I want to get a jump on April's challenge because, as you know, we are going away in April. So down in the comments below, tell me, what theme do you want for April? Do you want to continue with spring, maybe do summer, some kind of holiday, something like that? And what type of challenge? Do you want to scratch off? Do you want a game? Do you want a cutout? Let me know below what kinds of things you want to see for April so that I could start designing and getting ready for that. As always, we can have a discussion in our private Discord chat as well if you're a budgeting bestie. So keep that in mind. We can talk there. I have also been showing some sneak peeks in there and things like that of products that are coming or that I am working on, at least, to get some feedback. So we're doing some behind the scenes stuff there in our Discord chat as well. And yeah, that is it. I hope you love the challenge, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for all of your support, each and every one of you. I love you so, so much, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.